Hello, my name is Ben, aka Nightingale TCG, and today we are playing Jinbe, and not the OP14 blue Jinbe, but the OP11 green Jinbe. Because funnily enough, this guy actually got support in EBO4. I haven't seen anybody talk about this, and granted, I don't blame them that much because the leader has never been amazing. But he did get 2 clear Jinbe cards in EBO4 in firstly this 7-cost blocker Jinbe that on KO, you get to rest a card and then you get to play a 6 cost or less from your hand, with which you can do a whole bunch of shenanigans, like playing out this Perona on your opponent's turn and preventing them to go for lethal. Or you can play out Megalo and blow something of theirs up on their turn. Or you can just play another big body like 6 cost Jinbe and rest one of their 5 drops. Like, there's so many things you can do. You can even play the blocker Nami that came out in OP14. Where is it? Where's the Nami? This one. This blocker Nami. And you get to on play out another blocker because this comes in active. And you also get to rest 2 of their 8 cost or less characters. I'm currently not running her in the list because I've been trying out a lot of different things. But I just felt like I wanted to point it out because it's pretty ridiculous when it happens. It just doesn't come up that often because you don't have the luxury to be able to run searches for her. And playing her at a 4 cost, a 4 off is a bit tricky. But if you want to troll somebody at your locals or whatever, where you can prevent a lethal this way by blocking, playing another block out and resting 2 bodies, it feels pretty damn good. The second card Jinbe got is the Shark Brick Fist, which in combination with this Jinbe is insane. You know how Mihawk, like Green Zoro in OP12 when he came out, he played 8-cost Mihawk and they used to play Paradise Waterfall and so on? Well, this is even better because Jinbe is the same stat line and this restands Jinbe and it gives +3 instead of just a +2 on Paradise Waterfall. So you can block and restand, have the blocker still active on some 10k swings, which is pretty crazy. And apart from that, this card is just nice to protect your bodies as well, which is never something to laugh at, especially against like decks like Emu, who are able to reduce your big bodies with Noshjuro, but if you just restand them, not much they can do. And then even though this Megalo I think isn't technically specifically for Jinbe, it's more made for Shirahoshi, I still want to say that you can absolutely play this card in Jinbe and it's really strong for multiple reasons. First of all, I think the effect in itself is busted. Just KO and 8k. How strong is that on a 2k body? For 4 cost, that's basically like playing a better 3000 worlds in terms of the cost stat line, because of a 5 cost body is never going to be 8k in power, but then it also has a 2k attached to them. And then in combination with your rest effects, like the 6 cost Jinbe or this Fisher Tiger, you can on 10 or 9 Dawn rest a body, swing into something else and blow it up with Megalo as well. It's so good. Anyways, enough of me yapping about this deck list and this leader. I'm gonna talk more about my thoughts of the deck building at the end of the video if you want to hear about it. But for now, I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and if you do, please consider liking and subscribing because I'm trying to get to that 1k mark and it would help me out a lot and it's completely free. Thank you. Jinbe against Roger. Let's take second away from him. This Vanadakman is going to come in very handy. But the rest of our hand is so bad, so I think I'll mulligan. This is okay. We just need to hope that this doesn't whiff, which it doesn't. I think I'll grab the Megalo. I feel like that card's going to come in handy this matchup. I could just throw it immediately as well, though. I think I will do that, actually. Grabs a Sanji. Okay. We'll search again, grab the Jinbe, play another searcher, grab... I can't grab Hody. I can only grab Fisher... No, I can't even grab Fisher Tiger. I whiffed on this one. Which happens. Could maybe replace these completely and not play them, but this interaction that I can restand them and then put it like with my leader just feels too good not to play them. Let's 2k this. And he plays Bullet. Bullet we can rest, which is nice. He grabs a promo Roger. Essentially means that I want to find a Vanderdacken now. Give it 1k here. And I'll take this one. Zoro doesn't do anything. What does he have for 5? Just gonna swing with Shanks as well. Okay, that's fine. Then what's our turn? Let's play the new blocker. Jinbe. Go 5 at the Sanji just so he can't use it again, even if he most likely won't. Then give us a surge. Grab the 2k. Swing 8 at lead. And pass. We have too many cards in hand, so we're not able to restand our character in the Don. But I think that's okay. There's the Roger promo. He goes 10. I'll block 2k, 1k this. And then the Searcher's gone. Alright, let's go. Just 5 into the Shanks, because that always happens. And then we can go 9 at lead. And then we can make this a 12. He has a Rad Beam. And then we have 8 rested, so we can play Bonnie. And I'll toss the Arlong, because I doubt he'll play 5 cost that will come up. And then end of turn, restand the blocker, restand it on. 10, I'll block 2k, 1k. He has another Roger. 9, I'll take. What does this trigger do? Rest of 4. Doesn't do anything. Then he plays an Uta. Okay, at least we can get around the Uta. No, we can't. This is a 6 cost. Let's search, see if we can maybe find Hody. We also can't, sadly. But we can find another blocker Jinbe. Let's play that and just swing 9-9 at face. End of turn, restand the blocker and put up a Don. Does this only give to leader? No, it gives to character as well. So we do have the option to just block +3, restand it. But that's actually a really good interaction, what the hell. $10 there, I'll give a double 2k. Another Uta. Does he have another Roger promo? 12, 13. That's just a block. Does this rest anything? This rests a 6. Let's do that then. Swing at it. And then we'll go 9. 9. Gave me a 0 cost. Essentially, do I need to keep this Jinbe standing or not? I kind of feel like I do. So I think I'm just gonna go 8 at lead. And pass, restand this Jinbe. Then hopefully I can't die and I can go for game next turn. And blocking with this can, like, I can play out 6 cost Jinbe by blocking with this. So it's not even like I'm really losing a card. Do I take the free block here? I think I do take the free block. I don't think there's anything you can play to get like around this blocker or something. You can obviously play a rush unit. But depending on what the rush unit is, he can't swing with Uta anymore. And if it's just, he needs 4 swings to connect. As long as he can't get around this, which I don't think there's a card in the game that exists that gets around this that's in red and purple. 10 I'll take. Alright, I guess I'll find out. 10 I'll take. Okay, it's just Shanks. Block. Rest the Don. Play out this. And then is it Hody? Or is it distributing Don? I feel like it's Hody. And then just swing a bunch of 7s. Yeah, that's mathematically win anyways. Okay, GG's. We managed to get it despite not having Vanderdeckens. Cool. Jinbe versus Boa. Let's take second. This hand is not good enough. Let's mulligan that. This hand is nice. I think Perona can help us keep control of the board a little without having to swing into it. Grabs a Boa. 4-cost blocker Boa of the search. And passes. We'll play Kami. And I guess I'll grab a Shira. And then I'll just play Shira down and pass. I could have restood it done here in case I wanted to counter out, but I think out of an 8 I'm never countering out. Just fine. I'll go 5 at lead. He gets the best possible trigger. Let's go another 5 at lead. Gorgon Sisters blind is painful. Let's search and grab the blocker. I think it's the blocker. Pass. The more annoying thing is as well that this is a 6 cost, so Perona doesn't freeze it, which means like I have to kill it with 6 cost Jinbe, and I will if he swings with it. Well, like either way, I'll rest it. I think getting rid of Gorgon Sisters is always worth it. The problem is we have too many cards in hand, and it's not gonna get lower because I just don't have counter in hand. Okay, swings 5 into Kami. I don't know why he would do that. Is he like desperate to try to defend Sengoku? It's kind of weird. Well, let's go Jinbe. Give Jinbe character rush. Swing 5 at the Gorgon Sisters. And swing 8 at them. Have to take the life and pass. Oh, no 2k still. We're in quite a bit of trouble because we are not able to get our hand size down. It's honestly the most annoying part about this leader, the fact that his end of turn effect is restricted to having 6 cards or less. Don't understand why they did that. Okay, you know what? You kind of helped me. In a weird way. You probably didn't, really, but kinda. Sure. Oh, it's so bad though. I don't think I can take down to 0. If I would have taken down to 0, I could have like cleared this, but that's not enough. Let's go 6 lead. We kind of need to hope that he doesn't trigger shit here. Go 8 lead. He does trigger. Then I'll pass. Restanding. Putting 2 Donub. I kind of hope he just plays 9-cost boa here. At least in that case, we still have a way to go for it. This is also okay, because that's just a Hody Jones on both of them. I'm not sure why he would start with that instead of checking whether he can go for lethal. Like, even if it's just 5 swings or something. But maybe he has so much counter in hand that he's just safe. Okay. Or that. He has double boa. So even Hody Jones doesn't get around it. It's not a Don on his leader. I'll take the 6. You know what? I'll give him a 2k, 1k. Making it seem like maybe I don't have it. Maybe I don't have an event and stuff, because why else would I give you 2k, 1k? And potentially he's greedy enough to swing with this boa. But he's sadly not. Okay, I mean, I think all we can do is swing 8s. So let's start with an 8. And if he blocks, then we play Hody. Okay, blocks. Let's play Hody. And just swing 888. He takes. Like, if he takes, that like just means he has it, no? It just means he has it, otherwise he would not be taking. Yeah. Oh, what? Huh? I guess he only had 2k in hand, and then if an 8 goes... I still think taking is so weird. It wouldn't have mattered, he didn't have enough counter, but... Okay, GG's. We got there. Jinbe against Yellow Luffy. I'll mulligan this because he took 2nd, and I didn't have a good hand, and I'll pass on turn 1. Always have to press both buttons twice again, even when you're passing, just to show that you're not restarting a Don or restarting a character. It's so annoying on the sim. In real life you can just go pass, done. He plays Liv and grabs a 5-cost Nami. And I don't really have a play, so I'm just gonna go 8 athlete. Alright, no trigger. Press the buttons and pass. I think I'll give a 1k here. I think I'm playing this Perona either way. Then he plays a Sanji. Grabs another Nami. Because this Perona he doesn't really want to blow up. He takes. No trigger again. Freeze both of these. We stand a Don and pass. So that now if he would blow this up, I can play out Fisher Tiger or... well, I guess just Fisher Tiger in this case. So he does play the Nami. I'll play out... Can I not? Oh, I need to rest this, play out Fisher Tiger, rest the Nami. Then he goes 6, and I'll take that. Then I'll go 5 at Nami. Depending on how easily he lets this go, I think now I'm gonna have to swing 7 into it. I wanted to play a Kami potentially, but because I want to play this Jinbe and rest the Sanji, I just want both of these characters gone. He counters it though. Alright, let's restand the Fisher Tiger and get a Don back, because I doubt he's gonna be able to swing into the Jinbe, but the Fisher Tiger would be a lot easier of a target to swing into. He can play another Nami. If he has another one, he trashed one Nami already. He's playing like a version where he can also play Thriller Bark Pirates. That's interesting. So he did get another Nami. I'll 2k this because I think I might want to play Hody Jones next turn. Which means that I'll want to take the life. And I think that's true. So Let's play Hody. Swing. 8 here. 8 here. Swing 5 at lead. He takes. He manages to trigger another Jinbe. Let's play the Kami. Grab. Both of these are not bad. But I think I'll grab this. And then I'll play another Kami. And I'll grab Vagabond Drill. And then I'll restand the Jinbe and the Don and pass. I'm getting this trigger is quite annoying. Now he plays Moria. Into Hogback. Goes 5 at lead. I'll give him a 1k. And I'll give him event, restand the Hody, I guess. Okay, how do we want to swing? I don't think I quite want to go for lethal yet. So let's swing here. Should we swing with Kamis? Let's go 7. See if he wants to counter. If he does, then I'll like swing with a Kami. He doesn't count and he gets a Kiku trigger. But I don't think I can not swing at him. So I'll just have to keep doing that. And he grabs a Bonnie. Then let's play our own Bonnie. Get rid of... Do we get rid of Hody? I think I just have to get rid of the non-counter card. Restand it on. And I could swing 5 with Kami. Because I'll still have a Don up. But if he triggers, it's like really bad. So let's pass. Restand here, restand it on. Could have also potentially played out a Zoro, that's also an option. But I think if we live here, we'll end up being able to go for game. At least that's what I'm hoping. Let's give him a 1k. We can play 9 cost Bonnie, but I don't think that will get him there. Let's play this, restand the Hody. So he can't swing into that anymore with like Mori or something. Goes 5, cycles. I'll just give him a 2k. Don't want to give up my Bonnie unless I have to. 10 I'll take. If it's just 9 cost Bonnie, I don't mind. Okay, Zoro doesn't do anything, right? Because it's character rush. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. So now we'll try to go for game. Let's go 9 at lead. Plus 3. And a 2k. Let's go another 9 at lead. Takes. Gets a blocker. Could go like 5, 5, 7, 7. Which basically means that if he has a brick, we'd get there. But if we go 7, and he has the plus 3k. Wait, we know he has a Bonnie in hand. We know he has a Bonnie in hand. So if I go, so 3 5s, like 2 5s and 2 7s will get us there. It's guaranteed because we know he has the Bonnie. GG's. Jinbe against Croc. Let's take a second. I think I'll mulligan that. It's a bit of a weird one. I feel like this matchup is not going to be good for us. But let's see. I guess any other black deck I would have been like, nice, we have the Shis, but Crocodile can't even remove stuff by effects. He plays a Miss Valentine and grabs an 8-cost Croc immediately, trashing 2 very, if not 3 very good cards. We got a Zoro, that's nice. Play Kami, we can't grab Megalo sadly, so we'll grab Von der Decken, even though he's like very, very useless in this matchup, I think. Because, well, there's no point in carrying 8-cost Crocodile because he's just gonna come back. Goes 5, I'll counter that one because we want to stay low in hand size. And the second one we can take. And then I'll go 2 into the Miss Valentine. I'll play my own Zoro. I'll play Kami, grabbing... is it a 2k or is it Fisher Tiger? I think it's a 2k. And then I'll go 6 at lead. Pass. And then let's see if he has like a Bond Clay into a Dar's Bones play to remove my Zoro. He has another Miss Valentine. Searches Miss Wednesday. He trashes a Gem and a Miss Wednesday. He does have the Bond Clay play, but I think I will try and defend this or... I'll give him a 2k. And then I'll give him a 1k. Then I'll go 5 at lead. Play Fisher Tiger, rest Miss Valentine, kill her. And I'll go 6 as Dar's Bones. And then I'll go 6 at Dar's Bones again. He manages to defend both. Then end of turn, restand the Zoro, restand the Fisher Tiger, restand the Don. He has a Miss Old Sunday. Does he have another Dar's Bones in trash? He does. But maybe with this event we can still defend our Fisher Tiger. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Let's 3 stand, give it 1k. And honestly, I might even 2k this. So that I can play Hody the turn after. So let's play Hody. Rest both of these. And I'll go 6 at Dar's Bones. 6 at the other Dar's Bones. He lets them go. 8 at Missile Sunday. He has no counter. Huge. Restand Zoro. Restand Fisher Tiger. And the Don. Here comes 8-cost Croc. He's gonna freeze both of these. See what he trashes. It has to be brick, right? Yeah. I think I honestly might just spend my turn swinging with these Kamis with how bricked he was. Like, let's swing a 5. See if he's less brick now. Okay, let's swing another 5. Let's swing another 5. Let's swing a 9. Pass. This is so silly. Does he have another 8 Croc? Clears the Kami. He's that scared of them. Okay, he plays a Hody. He frees the Hody and frees the Fisher Tiger. Cycles out a 1k this time though, so maybe he's finally not as bricked anymore. Goes 10 at me. And that's it. Now how do I swing? I think I'll start with a 9. He takes. In that case, I'll go 10. Leave it on up. So that I don't think he can go for game. Gives me triple 2Ks. Does he not have an event? I really thought he would have an event with how he's been keeping Don up, but maybe he's just been praying for it. Goes 10 at me. I can take this one, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13 counter in hand. So yeah, I can take this one. Even if he splits here 12, 13, I can still count out. 11. 11. I mean, I should just counter, right? There's no like rush thing he can do. So let's go +3, 2, and then no target, 2k, 2k. GG's. The Kamis came in clutch. Jinbe versus Boa. Let's take second. This is a nice hand, I think. I'll keep this. I wonder how this matchup goes. It's weird because I'm not able to really make use of Jinbe that much. Because my character rush becomes so much worse. Maybe if we're able to like make the character rush count to the degree where we are able to remove 2 things at once, it could be good. But otherwise, maybe it's just a way to get around blockers. At least the Arlong can freeze, which is cool. And I mean, regardless, I still feel like this is the best card I can grab. Plays Hiyori. Just go 6 at me, and I'll just counter. I need to stay below 6 cards in hand. Well, I don't need to, but want to. Then let's go 5 lead, see if he wants to trigger this. He does. He grabs a 4-cost Boa. Then let's play the Zoro. We stand 2 and leave it at this. And then maybe next turn we can double remove the board. That's my hope. Plays the 4-cost Boa. Then it's just gonna swing 6-6. No, not 6-6. I'll give the Fisher Tiger. And then I'll take that one. Okay, let's feel it out. What happens if I swing 5 at this Marguerite? Does he take the free block? Or does he just let it go? He lets it go. Alright, in that case I'll play the Jinbe. Give him character rush and swing 6 into the Boa. He gives us counter. And then I'll go 5 at lead. Worst case, he gets a trigger. But it is what it is. I still think we like need to play aggressively. He plays a Kuma. It's quite nice. Does this rest base cost? No, and it only rests a 5 cost anyways. Oh, he has 3 bricks in hand. Okay. I'll counter this one. I'll also counter this one, I think. And I'll take that one. The Perona freeze is only 5 costs as well. He left the Don up too. Probably for the event. I'll go 8 here. I think I need to trade into the board. Okay. I will then go... I'll go 5 at the Gorgon Sisters. He lets that go 2. I'll go 7 lead. No trigger. I guess I'll just play Jinbe then. Give him rush, whatever. Swing into the Hiyori so that he can't like 2k bounce it. If he should have Slave Arrow, then maybe like this we can go for game next turn. We stand to Jinbe. We saw that he was decently bricked. I'm not sure why he didn't just swing 5 as well, but it's alright. Let's go 7. He takes. Let's go with a 9. Takes it well as well and uses Slave Arrow trigger. That's gonna let him cycle quite a lot. Then let's go another 9. He takes as well, and I think we just go 11 and have to hope for it. He's got a lot of cycle, but he was quite bricked earlier. Sadly, not anymore. GG's. I felt right, like that was the right way of approaching this matchup though. Alright, let's go with some final thoughts. This deck honestly really surprised me. I mainly played it because a viewer in my comments asked for it. So I was like, yeah sure, let's give it a go. And it ended up performing way better than I thought. Is it going to be able to consistently beat top decks? I'm not 100% sure. I think the Boa matchup is interesting. I don't necessarily think it's bad or good for you either way. It's a bit awkward because you want to control the board by having these character rush cards, but at the same time you don't want to control the board against Boa, but you don't really have the option to be super aggressive. So I think it depends on what type of hand you pull, because if you get to like perma-freeze their board with Perona as well, you don't have to really worry about removing them. But at the same time, I also think that if you can catch them off guard a little with this character rush and you're able to use them to remove 2 of their buddies in a turn, and therefore eliminating value of their leader ability, I think you can play a control style game. I haven't faced an ace yet. I'm not sure about how it goes. I'd assume it'd be bad for us because like Jozu can bounce this Jinbe, but maybe if we can get an early Tashigi down it would be okay, and then Van der Decken might be able to deal with the 10 cost new gates. That's the hope, and then like alongside Hody or the 1 DMG we can manage to go for game. I'm not sure. What I do know against Emu, I haven't included a game today because I didn't play anyone while I was recording, but while I was doing my pre-video testing basically, especially on leaders where no like existing deck list exists, I do a bunch of games where I'm not recording just to figure out like at least a basis for a deck list. And there I played against 2 Emus and I was forced to go first twice and I won both games despite going first. Because we just have naturally so many cards that are like strong against Emu, with this Perona, where if it dies it gets to play something back out, with this Jinbe, where if it dies it gets to play something back out, with all of our board character control in a way, our Zoro gets to restand, our leader restands everything naturally. So Noshjuro doesn't really come up that much, and then we have opportunities like Hody Jones and DMG to go for games, so I think the Emu matchup is actually quite favored for us. So I definitely think there is something there in this deck. It does have issues though. First of all, its searcher situation is very weird. It's always the case with these Fishman Island, Neptunian blah 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 searches, it's always strange. Because Shirahoshi doesn't manage to find like Fisher Tiger or Van der Decken or even this 2K, I think. But then Kami only gets, and like Shirahoshi should be the better searcher for you because it synergizes so well with your leader ability, where you get to search with it in the early game and then you just get to restand it so your opponent doesn't get to swing into it, and then you get to do that every turn. But then Kami is in a sense the better searcher because it finds you more of the targets that you want. I think it finds you everything in the deck. No, it doesn't find you Megalo, which is really, really annoying. Because Shiroshi can find you Megalo, and that's good, but Kami doesn't find you Megalo, which is really, which just sucks. And then also Kami just looks at top 4, which is a lot, which like is worse. And with us also wanting to play some cards that aren't Fishman archetype, like this Green Zoro, which is really nice because Jinbe is a Straw Hat, so you get to make use of the on-play effect. And then this Perona is really good for the deck, and Tashiki, that sometimes because it's a top 4 searcher, it actually ends up whiffing. So it's all just a little bit awkward. Then this new Jinbe, he's good, don't get me wrong, but he's not insane. Because you never actually like want to let him go because his stat line is like so good already as a 7-8k blocker. So that his on KO feels like a little bit awkward sometimes to use, but in other situations also nice. But then your opponent can also choose to play around you even being able to activate the on KO, because if he just swings below the 8k stat line, then the Jinbe never gets KO'd. All he can do is chump block for 1, and then potentially if you have like Shark Breakfast later, chump block another 1, which is really, really good. But I'm saying this Jinbe is strong. He's not always the strongest because he also shares a curve in a way with the 6-cost Jinbe. You nearly always want to play out this Jinbe, the 6-cost Jinbe over this Jinbe. So it's a bit of a balancing act. It's why I don't have it at a 4-off copy at the moment, but yeah. There are 2 things I basically would still wish for in this deck. It's first of all a 4-cost that's in archetype, so that you can search it in your early game and then you get to play it with as a 4-cost, and a good 4-cost that's in archetype. The Zoro is solid, but sometimes you just don't see it, and if those are the games, then it becomes a bit rougher. You can spend your early games just searching, but you'd always rather play out a body. And then I wish we would have a top end, like a proper top end, like 10-cost Dofi or Lauren Beppo or something that this deck could play to be a bit more control-y or lean into the controlled style that you kind of want to play with these character rush cards even more. Because I don't think you can find space for 10-cost Dofi and so on, especially with how these are already bricks, these are bricks, and the Hodies are bricks as well. I'm already playing like Bonnie to try and filter a little bit. You obviously can play a 0-cost event, and maybe this DMG could just be a 0-cost event to help with that as well, because the DMG is good, but a Hodie is just most of the time just as good. So that's why I'm currently just running it at a one-off. But yeah, I haven't had like a single game where I was like, oh damn, I wish I could have DMG, because most of the time with how much you're searching. Well, Shirahoshi can't find Hodie, which is also annoying. Again, another search, but Kami can't find Hodie. But most of the time you find one, and one is usually enough. Deck building wise, because this is a Straw Hat Crew character, I think you do have a bit of more interesting decisions to make in deck building as well, because you can play this Zoro and you can play all of the other film Straw Hat type characters that have a restand effect or locked effect specifically to Straw Hat Crew. Very sadly, we can't play 6-cost Luffy because we aren't multicolored, but an event we can play as well is this I Know You're Strong, which Mihawks have been starting to play to like combat Boa and so on. So maybe, honestly, I think we should probably just replace DMG and maybe one Vagabond Drill, although I like that these are searchable, for one of these, just to have the ability to like completely freeze a Boa board or any others for a turn. I think another way to make this leader potentially a bit stronger is to give him like a lower copied blocker, like this Bonnie, where you can use this Brick Fist with in combination as well, where you don't have to invest quite as large of a body into it. The Fishman archetype in itself is also just a little bit lacking. There are other cards we could play, like this 3-cost Arlong, which I was at the beginning, but it came at the cost of playing this, of having to reduce the Zoro down, and I think the Zoro in most cases is just a better card. We also have the option to play this Arlong if like Green Zoro should come back into the meta and would be pesky. And I also think that we could have the option to potentially play this Lord of the Coast to just completely lock a single target, similar to what Lauren Beppo does for a turn, but I haven't been able to find the space just yet in the deck. But there's certainly a lot of experimentation you can do with this leader, and I've enjoyed playing him a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's pretty much all I have to say about this deck for now. And if you did, please let me know in the comments down below. And if there's a leader you want me to try, like this one, let me know and I'll see if I can get around to it.